Welcome to the Prosperity Podcast for entrepreneurs who are ready to drop the hustle and earn more. I'm your host, Danielle Amos, business and success coach, certified Proctor Gallagher Institute consultant, and lifestyle entrepreneur. Each week, I'll bring you amazing entrepreneurs who have built wealth, harnessing the power of their mind. Prosperity and money are truly about energy, and I'm on a mission to help you create financial abundance through the power of thought. It's time we started normalizing conversations about money and create the wealth that is yours. Are you ready? Let's do this. Welcome to episode 173 of the Prosperity Practice. My name is Danielle Amos, and I am your host. Today's topic is this idea that success is an actual formula. I've been questioned, what do you mean when you say success is 95% mindset and 5% strategy? So I want to clarify it with you today. And let me just tell you, this wasn't something that I made up. There are other leaders in the manifestation world, in personal development. Some people say there's like an 80-20 rule. I use 95-5 because that's at Proctor Gallagher. One of my good friends, her name's Catherine. She actually shared this with Bob. She said, success is 95% mindset, 5% strategy. And he went, you are right. And for a long time in our millionaire mindset days with Bob. So he had something called the Millionaire Roundtable, where he worked with the top consultants from all over the world, and he'd work with us all week. But this one day was particularly special, and he called it the Millionaire Roundtable. And there were anywhere from maybe 6 to at the most 15, I would say on average about 10 people. And we did this a few times a year, 3 to 4 times a year. And so I use this success 95-5 because we've had lots of conversations about what this means. And I want to share this with you. So see this as like almost a formula for you that you can remind yourself, because here's the thing, most of the population, so I would say like 97% of people are in a trap where they have this reversed. They think it's 5% mindset and 95% strategy, doing, action. And you can see this, in the questions that people ask, in how they're spending their days, how they're hustling, how there's a belief out there that in order to succeed, you've got to work harder or find the right strategy. And people invest in strategies and they're like, try this and this and this and this, and this isn't working and that's not working. So I've got to work harder at it, or I'm just not working hard enough. And what if it doesn't matter how hard you work if you're not focused on the mind? What if it doesn't matter how hard you work, because the energy behind the action is not a match for success? And so when I say 95% mindset, what I mean by mindset, because I think, with all the confusion out there, especially on social media, about what it means to manifest in success, there's all these other words put out there. And, about like heal, and it's valid, about healing and energy. And I mean, when I say mindset, I mean your internal state, because mind is actually movement. It's not a thing. It's not just thinking consciously. It's also about what's all in your subconscious mind, the deprogramming, the doubts, the fears, the worries. It's about how you habitually show up in life on all 3 levels in which you exist: your spiritual being, your intellect, and your physical. Okay, so when I say mindset, I'm talking about the internal stuff, the energy in which you're showing up as. And that does include your conscious thinking as well as all the deep program stuff in the subconscious mind, shadow work, all of it. Okay. So most people, like I said, they have the 95-5 reversed. They focus 95% of their energy, 95% of their focus on their doing, and only, if any, 5% on their mind and their attitude and how they feel. And so that's why most people out there in the world aren't winning. And we've got to be honest about this. Most people, when you stop them on the street and you ask them, are you living up to your fullest potential? Do you have everything you want? Are you grateful and for your life? Like, are you where you want to be? Most people will tell you no. And in fact, I read a study that said 92% of people on, so 92% of people at the end of their life have regrets that they didn't achieve all that they wanted to achieve in life. And this is a huge percentage, 92% of people. So how do we flip that? How do we make it so only 8% of people have regrets or less? Well, that's by understanding truly this success formula. And I want to talk to you about it today because it's a trap that we've been programmed into believing that it is our action, and it's all about action, and it's do, hustle, hustle, hustle. Now, I'm not saying that action's not important. It is, but it's a trap to believe that it's everything or it's the majority of what makes you successful. Napoleon Hill says in his book, Think and Grow Rich, which was written ages ago, by the way, he said that if you believe that hard work is going to lead to riches, perish the thought. It's not true. It's not true. So what is the truth? The truth is that success is 95% due to your internal state, mindset, and energetics. So the energy in which you are taking the action matters more than the action itself. Mic drop right there. Now, I know it doesn't, it like that sounds crazy. I know. And this is why it's a trap, because even your your logical mind right now is probably going bananas. But no. Like, I was taught to work hard, go to school, get a 9-to-5 job. And what if that's all the trap? 95% inside. 95% of your success is the inner gain, the inner game. So what do I mean when I say even the energy behind the action? Well, it's your beliefs in the actual strategy. It's the belief you have about you executing the strategy. It's how you feel when you're doing it. Do you have a positive mental attitude? Are you assuming the strategy will work, or do you have doubts? All of this is the internal stuff, and it all matters. This is a big part of the work we do in our program. We show you how to live from the inside out. We remind you to start with the inside. And then when you shift the beliefs to match the outcome you want, when you shift your internal state to match the outcome you want, when your energy and your attitude is a positive one, when you expect the strategy to work, then you go take action. And what I've seen is in this, the quantum leaps happen because people that I coach, they don't have to change what they're doing. They just have to change the thinking and the feeling or the energy behind the action that they're doing. And their results go whoosh. Amazing. So slow down. Take a moment. Take a moment And I want you to be honest with yourself. Have you been someone who's been so focused on the doing? It's not a problem. It's where I was too, trust me. I'd like to encourage you to just take a moment and say, oh my gosh, I've been caught in this trap. I've been caught in the trap thinking that it is my doing, that my actions, everything. And I've been leaving mindset to chance. Now, I'm not saying you've got to work through all your fears and your doubts. In fact, I believe, and my daughter taught me this, I believe that the fear goes away when you do the thing you fear. And you want to understand that. So it's not that I'm telling you to like work through all your fears and doubts. No, you don't have to spend ages and ages healing from the inside out. I want you to consciously choose an intention from the inside and your energy. And this is consciously having a positive mental attitude. And your attitudes are your thoughts, feelings, and actions. And then you take that action with an intention. So it's just that you become intentional. And then in the work that we do, I show you how to go to the root cause of your habitual way of being, your habitual way of thinking and feeling and perceiving the world. And you change that so that you habitually see the world through possibility. And you change it so that you see the world from like perhaps a God's eye view. What I mean by God's eye view is with the most possibility opportunity available to you. And we constantly are upgrading from the inside out your belief system and who you are, what you are, because your understanding, your perception of yourself determines your experience of the world. That internal self-image is everything. And this is what I show you how to do. And you do it alongside taking the action. So I learned from my daughter, when you do the thing you fear, the fear goes away. She was 8 years old and she had a goal from like, I don't know, 6 or 7. So we're talking like kindergarten, grade 1 here, to go to the UK, fly on a plane by herself. And the age in which you're allowed to do that is 8. So Eloise was so excited. So the summer after she turned 8, this was like, she could not wait to go to the UK. Her grandparents live there, Paul's parents. And we took her to, we did all the things through Air Canada and we took her to the airport. And what happens is you have to sign all these papers and you pay extra for someone to walk her from the security gate to the gate of the airplane to help her get on the plane. And then the air students, the airline staff take care of her on the plane. And then you pay for someone to meet her as soon as she goes off the plane that takes her to the gate where her grandparents are waiting, and then they hand them off and everyone signs papers. So it's safe. And yet it's, you know, for an 8-year-old flying 7-8 hours on their own is scary. And although she really wanted to do it, she admitted that she was nervous. And she was nervous and excited. So we talked about how nervous and excitement and fear and excitement feel the same in the body. And she gets to choose, is this excitement nerves or is this fear nerves? And she chose to say it was exciting, although she said, I'm scared, I'm scared. I mean, she didn't shed a tear. I was crying. She didn't. And she walked through with her backpack on, so proud. And I've got pictures. I'm just like, oh my goodness. And she like waved goodbye and then off she went. And on the other side, you know, we talked to her right away when she was with her grandparents. And I said, Elle, what did you learn or how was it? And she said, Mom, I was scared. I learned something about being scared. She said, you do the thing you fear and the fear goes away. I was like, oh my goodness. She's like, once I got on and I sat there, like I was okay. She's like, the fear disappeared. So I believe in action. I know that action, when you do the thing, but here's the thing. Eloise transmuted the feeling of fear. She told herself before, whether it was true or not, that was excitement nerves. We did something so that she was in a positive mental attitude while she went onto the plane. And then she did the thing in this attitude, and the results don't lie. They're positive. She had a great experience. And she's so proud of her, and it's still herself, and it's still a story that she tells to this day. And she's now almost 13. So action, yes, matters. And we are physical beings, so action matters. And on another episode, I'll talk to you about inspired action. So you're not just taking any action and spinning your wheels. I'd like you to actually take inspired action, which leads you to work smarter, not harder. However, let's just focus on the 95% right now. Recognize where you've been and make a commitment. Make a commitment to focus on the 95%. Now, if you'd like to know more of what that means, you've got a few options. A, book a strategy session with our team. Let them tell you what mastering your mind looks like, and you'll share your goals, and they'll teach you about that. And then if it seems like a good fit, we'll share more about our programs and how you can go deeper, and how we can show you how to go to the root cause of your current results to change that, so you permanently get the results that you want, and you're constantly growing, constantly, going for more. Second option is this week we have Master Your Mind for Success Masterclass. It's only $57 if you register during the program. After that, the price is going up. The link is in your show notes. We started on Monday, so join us. And the replays are available, so no excuses that you're not here live. Perhaps if you're listening to this later, it's an incredible class. Join that and do the upgrade for Manifest $10,000 in a weekend. That's only available while this class is alive, after the price is going up. Your third option is to jump in with us, knowing that you'd like this change. And if you jump in during the masterclass, there's actually 2 bonuses. So you can jump into our 6-month or 12-month program. And until the 20th of September, we've got bonuses where you get extra months coaching. And all those details, again, are inside the masterclass. And you can reach out to your success ambassador, or even email us if you've got questions, or if you're serious that the time is now. I look forward to seeing your class. Thank you for being here. If this resonated with you, please share, please. I'm so grateful. And give us a 5-star review. That really helps get the word out there. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful every week for our listeners. Our numbers are going up, and they just keep growing so quickly. So I know that you want more of this. Thank you for sharing so that I can keep coming here. And for all of our subscribers, thank you. It means so much that you've invested $7 letting me know that you find value in this podcast. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. The link will be in the show notes. Thank you so much, and expect abundance.